Are we ready for this? Are we ready for this, chat? Good morning. Good morning. How are we? I figured if I was going to be late, I can be early, right? Figure if I'm going to be late, why not be early? So just got home. It feels like I have not been home yet from Stationery Fest from Brooklyn on Friday. We're here. Hi. How are you? How are you? Hope y'all are doing well. AZN, great meeting you, number one. Number two, no. We're going to talk about that. Mr. Worldwide, yeah. We're not done with the world tour yet, so got a new cat. I saw the picture. Brakes failed. That's not cool. Let me get Lillian. We're going to talk about that for sure. For sure. I am going to be in SF, yes, so I will see you there. I kept looking for April there. Where's April? Where's April? Then I look on Instagram. It's like, vacation, yo. All right, let me catch up on these subs. Power Belly, 60 months of subbing. What? 60 months of subbing. Miss G's Crafties. I didn't know they were going to be at Stationery Fest. Boom, Miss G's Crafties right there. Got stickers somewhere. We're going to figure out where everything is today. 58 months of subbing. Rewizzles, 58 months of subbing. JD Lady, 6 official years of subbing. Whoa. Toga, 21 months of subbing. Glad you got your pen. Glad you got your pen. Yeah, it's the pen. Cred Plans, 32 months of subbing. Let's go. Strange Camel, 38 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. SD Redneck, 16 months of subbing. Let's go. Ooh, what's that going? Are we there? We're there. I think we caught up. SD Redneck. Thank you. Yeah, if I missed your follows, your messages, let me know. Stationary Teacher was awesome. Stationary Teacher was running things. Don't let her fool you. Running things. If Stationery Fest wouldn't have happened without a Stationary Teacher, I'm pretty sure. Just so you know. But so awesome to meet you. Got to hang out a bunch. So yeah, I totally whiffed the Miss G's Crafties things. We're probably getting close to a handful of drink IOUs. So yeah, it was crazy, epic, amazing. Schmevelin, 62 months of subbing. Let's go. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Fountain Pen News? Glad you're here. I think there were people there that I didn't see. Like, I left about 12:30 on Friday, and I didn't even get to see Havoc Rose. And I came home and I'm scrolling through, and there's Miranda's pics. I'm like, rip. So a lot of people were in classes, many hours a day, which is a great part of Stationery Fest. And so I was there for pretty much 2.5 days. I never laid eyes on Eric Small Things, right? Because she was teaching classes the whole time, pretty much. So, and I think I think a lot of people will probably say the same thing. We're just crossing ships in the night. I had things, they had things. Things were busy. So it was a wild time, that's for sure. Dot Mackie, 24 months of subbing. Let's go. I was meant to start an hour later, not 50 minutes later. Yeah. I couldn't stand it anymore. Actually, I felt like I needed to get to work. I have not unpacked anything from Stationery Fest. What I was just about to say is nice you got to meet Garrett because you missed her last year at SF. Is she going to be this SF? Because, yeah, unbelievable. Lilium said I again talk to you more, get distracted by getting a smooth italic grind on a custom 74 from JJ. He was so happy. He had the best time ever. If y'all want to a nib grinders review of Stationery Fest, which I didn't know how successful they would be. It was crazy. Tom, 6 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Not gonna be an SF. Gotcha. Awesome. We'll take it. So yeah, it'll happen one of these days. I have so much to say that I have not had a chance to even. I haven't had a chance to think since I've gotten home. So I got in about 10:30 Friday night. Omaha Dad Games, 35 months of subbing. Thank you so much. That's super kind of you. I really, really appreciate that. Y'all rule so hard. Got in at 10:30. I was at a pickleball tournament for probably 75% of my next waking hours over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I did nothing this weekend. My bags were literally packed until I came and sat down to stream today. I haven't found my laptop cord yet, which, cross your fingers, it's in one of these bags. Yesterday was just a work day, right? I just had to catch up. Shipping, emails, writing, like all the businessing stuff had to happen yesterday. So I never unpacked anything. And then this morning I had to take Tyler to school, take Toby to the spa. You notice no Toby today. And then go to the dentist, which is why we had to start late. Super Wiki, how are you doing? You have joined a really fun show today. We're going to do our Stationery Fest haul. So all of that is to say, you can ask me a question, Super Wiki. Fire away. Anyone can ask a question. Level 5 hype train. Sick. That's amazing. Have more coffee. This is my first coffee of the day because I went to the dentist. So even though I could drink coffee before I go to the dentist, I just don't, right? Like, why would I? Brooks, are you back home yet? Are you still in the NYC? So Brooks was there. Being a maker and crafter, how hard or easy was it to make partner? Wow. What an awesome question, Super Wiki. It was, so I've been doing this, so JD Lady sub 6 years. So I've been doing it close to 7 years, I guess. Got in last night. Nice. I just wanted to get like the affiliate thing in the beginning. That was pretty easy. Makers and crafting was still pretty small back then. And then the partner thing, I don't know. Like I just kind of I didn't force anything, right? My whole career, I've never forced anything. I've never tried to like growth hack anything. So I just did what I do. I just showed up a lot and we had fun while I did it. And then someone new would come. And it took a couple years. It took a couple years to get to partner. So I'm happy to discuss. You can always email me, hello@penaddict.com, if you have specific questions. I'll be glad to answer. Because makers and crafting is a pretty small community, but you can get there. You can get there. So I'm glad to elaborate and have more maybe more detailed answers. We have become tight-knit? Yeah. No, I love makers and crafting, for sure. I always want to make sure I'm actually doing some type of maker or crafting type of stuff when I'm in the directory, actually. Jersey Girl, Andrea, 7 months of subbing. Thunder Viking, 60 months of subbing. Where were y'all this weekend? Or last week? So, I was always pretty consistent in schedule. Yeah. And so, Super Wiki, I also had a following long before I started Twitch. That helps, right? Twitch wasn't my first thing that I said, hey, I'm going to do the thing. Well, yeah, I would love to talk, Super Wiki. I'm always down to talk like business and stuff. All right, there we go. So what is it that you do here? Oh, just wait. Just wait. You have arrived on, basically, I'm just back from Stationery Fest. And I bought things, and we're going to go over it. So mostly, we talk about pens, paper, ink, stationery, journaling, things like that. So I actually want to get started right from the jump because, as I was telling y'all, I am so far behind. So far behind on thinking about Stationery Fest, what it meant. The pros and the cons, because there was plenty of both. More pros than cons, for sure. And we're going to deal with a lot of that tomorrow on the podcast. I'll do a lot of my talking on the podcast tomorrow about, hey, what was good about Stationery Fest, what was bad, what needs to change, all that kind of stuff. And we can cover that today, but tomorrow I'm going to like really kind of like go through like my notes and see. Stickers, washi, markers, and inks. That's going to be today's show, pretty much. El Kirby, 42 months of subbing. Let's go. Sergeant Stretch, 29 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. We're hopefully going to find my power cord for my laptop. Your teaser for this week's refill is making me think. I have not been able to collect my thoughts yet, which is why I kind of had to tease that. I got work to do in here. So, but let's get, do you know all pens? No, I know a lot. It was funny at Stationery Fest. Someone had an old Uniball pen, the standard black stick pen that you get in the office with like the little grooves up the top. I forget exactly what it was called. And they said they were trying to find a comparable pen to that. And they said, go find the guy with the pen hat on. It was the day I had my hat on. And then like, they're like, you know a lot about pens. I'm like, yes, I do. So did I get the email stating attendance number of each day? Yes. I don't have that in front of me though. I could pull it up. It was kind of shocking and surprising and positive. Like, I'm glad they released that number because a lot of people don't just straight up release that stuff. Doobs, 11 months of subbing. Did you get your order from like a couple weeks ago? Since I haven't been on, because I held it for a bit. All right. While we're doing that, all right. So I came back. I did unpack my suitcase, like my clothes, and then I just threw in. I have this bag full of stuff, and then I have, oh my god, this bag, which I can barely lift up. So this is what we're gonna go through today. Starting now. Brad, what were you doing on that stage at Yoseka Fest? So I did a interview block for a little bit over 2 hours, where every 15 minutes I interviewed one person, and Daisy introduced me in the beginning, so when it was just her, that was the introduction, and then at the end, it was I interviewed Daisy, and Neil was my last interview. Yeah, this is the bonsai bag. I brought this the first day. The second day, I brought my backpack. It was a lot of interviews. I was exhausted when we were done. So things that we're going to show and tell about today are not all going to be in order. And it's going to be a lot of small stuff. So number one, let's do this. This was my notes book for the interviews. So later on, the interviews are all going to be on Yoseka. Yeah, Jesse, the interviews are all going to be on Yoseka's YouTube channel. They have so much to edit, so I don't know when they're going to start coming out. So this is where I was writing my notes, so when I'm on stage, I can have something to reference. So CY, Abby C, Takuma from Kakamori, Samantha Dion Baker, wonderful artist, Maxime from Paper Tiger in France, Helen from the Coffee Monster, who we had to cancel that one because you will see why in a minute. Betchery, a calligrapher from Japan, Eunice from Galen Leather, Daisy and Neil from Yoseka. We'll come back to this one. That's a different one. And then Jonathan was my fill-in interview time slots, or my add-on. So then separately, I did a Hobonichi Q&A. I picked this notebook up in London. Helen was swamped. That's what we'll talk about this, because I think some of her stuff is right on the top of this bag. So that was Wednesday. So I got in at 3 a.m. to my hotel room Wednesday morning. And then luckily my interviews didn't start till 2. So we went from 2 to like 4:30. Did you meet Havoc Rose? So I've met her before in San Francisco, and I didn't even know she was there, and I was gone Friday by the time I knew she was there. So, but I've met her in San Fran before. Yeah, and we've talked before, and I've interviewed her before. She's great. So so Wednesday was my big interviews day. Thursday was my shopping day. I shopped. And then Friday, I had a Hobonichi Q&A. That's also going to be up on the Yoseka channel, where they did a preview event at Yoseka, a preview party. So this was the notebook I just kind of carried around for that. I think what I'm going to do is I actually ended up with a bunch of business cards with a lot of people I want to follow back up with. I'm going to tape all these in here just to have. Like I'm not doing a travel journal like I did for London. I'm not going to do that here, but I tend to just stack these up in places, then forget about them. I at least know that, hey, the Stationery Fest cards can go in the Stationery Fest notebook, even if I don't use up this entire book. So, the first thing I got was a delivery at Stationery Fest. I don't know who or if this is going to be possible, but Leuchtturm is allowed some people, I don't know if it was at Shop NYC, allowed them to build a bear, their Griffels. And someone asked me if I wanted a custom one, and they would make it and bring it to me, and they did. So I made like a vintage Bic looking Griffel. I have no idea how to say that. And it's awesome. This is like one of my favorite things. So I got this. So I got to pick out the barrel, the nose cone, and the twist. So it's a twist pin. So it twists. So yeah, I made a little custom guy here. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've been using this a bunch since I've got back. I think this is the only pen I've used since I got back. Did I even buy any pens at Stationery Fest? I came home with pens. I don't know if I bought any pens. All right. Let's see. Should I reach into the bag or should I just dump it out? There's too much in here to dump. All right. Looks like Helen's washi tape is on the top. So let's talk about this first. So if you don't know who the Coffee Monsters Co. is, you need to go follow them on Instagram. So they're a journaler. And they sell journaling supplies, journaling accessories, create journaling content. There was a lot of journaling content there. Hang on one second. Nib Wars. Whoa, 50 months of subbing. Let's go, Nib Wars. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Why isn't my thing here? Woo. So, yeah, go give the Coffee Monsters Co. a follow. I have instantly become a fan of her work. She's so watchable, approachable. I love her designs. So these are all her original designs. So I got like a 5-pack of washi for like $20 or something, and then she threw another one at me. They were literally overwhelmed from the jump. I think we'll talk about that a lot tomorrow on the podcast. So if you're looking for like the event commentary, I think we'll do most of it on the podcast because I will be so distracted today and like it will be very like, I'm not going to be much better on the podcast tomorrow, but at least I won't have all this stuff in front of me. So, this is my favorite one where, you know, we got a little Mount Fuji, we got a little boat, we got a little Great Wave art. Her stuff sells out basically instantly. Yeah, she is a flat out superstar in this world. Easily the busiest table there in competition with Cute Things from Japan, but I think Helen's was busier. And then Traveler's third. So yeah, I bought these and she gave me an extra one. So these are cool. Like this is like, I'm not going to use all these washi tapes, but I'm going to use them for giveaways and different things. And Hokusai's turning in his grave. That's a pretty great representation though. So, all right, let's see here. Oh, so I have more stuff. So this is her. I don't know if her character has a name. Yeah, that whole corner was madness. Yeah. Cool Pinguino, yeah. And were you there 2 days, Cool Pinguino? I think I saw you 2 days, right? But it didn't matter, right? It was always booked. Emoji? Okay. I kept meaning to ask. That was on my interview list. You got in at the door on Wednesday. Gotcha. So this might not all be... Yeah, this isn't all Helen stuff. So we got the bag here. Oh, no, my stickers got smushed. So we have some little journaling stickers here. Working late emojis. Okay, emojis. There we go. We got stickers. Oh, this is for... So, again, these are not all going to be in order. Peck of Purple Plumes, 24 months of subbing. Let's go. Hope you're doing well. So Othan, who was running the Yoseka art booth, you know, Artists of Yoseka booth, Othan was super, super cool. I'm glad I got to meet him. Some of his stickers. So Helen's card is going to go in my card stack. Hey, look. Got my Miss G's sticker set here. Whoa, we got a lot of stickers in there. We're going to have fun with this. So I should probably make a sticker stash. You're going to see a lot of stickers here. All right, often. Oh, I got a Helen, New York sticker. I didn't know I got that. That's cool. Where'd I stay? In Brooklyn. In Williamsburg-ish area. So like about a half mile from Yoseka. I walked the first day. The New York sticker was free with purchase. Cool. Well, that should go on my notebook then. That should go on this notebook over here. Okay, so then this is from the Little Red House. I bought some coffee stickers because I can't have enough coffee. I think most washi passes me by because I'm not into kawaii. Well, a lot of it's not. Like, you can get some really just, like, I use mostly basic patterns. Like, and I don't think that's very kawaii, even though I like the kawaii stuff. Like, it's just basic patterns. So, I don't know. I find it useful, but I'm not, like, a hardcore user. But I bought a ton. Like, I think I have, like, 3 more in here because I was there. I was there. That's what happens. So, Little Red House, they have some really cool designs. They have some dogs. So here's a pro tip. For anyone wanting to get in the stationery, journaling, washi game, dogs is where it's at. Cats, saturated. The cat market is saturated. Not enough dog content out there. All right? I mean, I get know your market, right? Know your market. I get it. Dogs. Dogs is where it's at. I could buy anything cat that I wanted, but I had to look for dog stuff. And I think this might be the only roll I got. Was this one. So there's some Toby on here somewhere. Oh, you can't see it. It's kind of buried. He's right there. So there's a Toby on there for sure. You would think dogs would be as popular? Yeah, like equal? Yeah. Maybe like, 60-40 cats, but we're like, I don't think 85-15 cats is too high. Yeah, I think it's higher than 30-70. Well, just in where I was at. So then I tend to go for like the big colorful landscapey ones, which I do like. And then any food related ones. So this is like sushi and boba and snacks. I think this was just called snacks. More dog butts, true. So we got that. We're gonna see how much washi I ended up with here because it was just like sure, why not? So we got that. So one of my highlights from the trip was meeting Takumi of this place. Why am I blanking? I literally had the name. Kakamori. So I finally got there. Kakamori. So I got to make my own ink. Shocker, I made like a blue. So I got to make my own ink at Kakamori. They had like the ink set up. I had some pictures. Let's see here. This won't be great, but so they had their ink set up at a table, right? Hey, thank you for putting in these links, Miss G's. So they had formulas where you could make like something in the formula kit or just play around. So I just kind of did like a blue and pink mixture, trying to see if I can get some kind of bright blurple, but it still ended up kind of blue. But it's pretty cool. Like, shocker that's the color that Brad came up with. Although I did make a green on the page that I liked. Do I have a picture of it? Let's see. So I made it green on this page. Come on, turn. Anyway, so I made this green, And the person sitting next to me, like, ooh, what's the formula for that green? And they made the green. I didn't make the green. So, are we allowed to ask questions about the things Sailor was giving merch for because I was confused? Yes, but I didn't even stop by the Sailor booth. I like saw them once and I ended up talking to someone. Then I think I turned around and never went back. But I heard they were doing some Build-A-Pens. So yeah, that was just like my little sample sheet when I was coloring. Not gonna lie, basic Bic is one of my favorite ink colors. I have a fondness for just the classic, what most of them call the Pen Guild. I'm not sure, so definitely ask, because I'm not even tracking what you're asking. Maybe it'll register with me in a second. My brain is a little swamped, if you couldn't tell. So that's my little Kakamori ink. Sailor Pen Guild. So also, now that Cool Pinguino's chatting, Lilium, AZN, it was great meeting y'all. I got to meet so many people here at the show. I'm so glad y'all stopped by and said hi. I have no clue what this is. This did not. This is my first time seeing this. So, oops. Yeah, I'll have to do some digging. I completely missed this. And that's the thing. As much time as I was there, I still didn't see everything at the show. Just because I had just so much going on. All right. All right, so Hachimonjia. I'm not even sure if I can pronounce that better. Hachimonjia. You'll see a lot more from them. So this store, I bought these little the little cloths, the Tanugi. What was that Sailor Guild for? I don't know. So these are books. So these are little book cloths. I just like cloths. I don't know. I bought several for no reason, like no particular use. But it's one of my things that I get roped into. Rag Dowdy for sure. I like them. Like I bought like 3 more from someone else. Worst case scenario, photo backgrounds, but we'll figure something else to use. All right. All right. So Abby C, Everyday Explorers, different designs. These designs were by Christine Heron. Anything, like I said, coffee, travel, stationery, I get those. You know how I miss the cost? I've even bought more. What's up, Biberoni? See you soon. I did see the Sailor Build-A-Pens, but I didn't realize that until too late. Or, I mean, I heard someone talking about them, and they were pretty happy with it. And the price seemed fair. Like, it looked like a good deal. I think it was $280 for, like, building your own with a 21K nib. Like, that's better than their regular price. You buy fabric wherever you go? Yeah. Sailor Pen Guild. I literally have no idea. Well, I'll do some digging in San Fran because they should be in San Fran. And if Rachel's there, like I know Rachel wasn't here at Stationery Fest, I'll see if I can get some details from her. So yeah, I like these. Almost need like stamps, like currently inked. I think they probably had them in stamps. I didn't buy. I'm more stickers than stamps person. Yoseka had a Build Your Kaweco Sport as well. Yes, I did see that pictures after. I didn't even get inside Yoseka's store. That's how busy I was. Oh, I did buy a pen. I was at Choosing Keeping a couple weeks for you. Nice. So I finally bought a what's her name from Turkey? Ghoul. Rose Studio 2019. I did buy a pen, yes. No, Rose Studio 2019. Lupe from Matoya will definitely be okay. We'll figure that out, B. Baroni. So that's your job, because you're not busy enough next week. Is me and you? We need information. I bought a hand painted Kaweco. I saw these a couple years ago at DC, and I've wanted one ever since. I just stood there, and I went with this white because these colors popped here. It reminded me a little bit about like the Delft pottery, right? Just the blue colors and then the brightness on top of it. So this is Rose Studio 2019 on Instagram. They don't really sell online much. Is there some type of clear coat over the paint? I don't know. I'll have to ask. It looks like it, because I can see like a glossy coating that goes between the paint. So yeah, it looks coated. But I don't know where it stops. But I can see down here that it looks like it's almost like lacquered over. Oh yeah, it goes up. You know where it stops, Namiki Winter Vlad? Wow. She did it into the tips of the facets, the points up, but not in the points down. So it like goes into this shape here. I can see it, but not into this shape here. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it is coated. So Yo Steffi, that was down to the last two. So the gray butterfly, the level of detail on that one was off the charts. That was on the gray base, but I went with the white base. But that was my decision, was down to those two. Audrey got one with the fluffy bird on it. So what Ghoul is starting to do, or Gul, I don't know exactly how to pronounce her name, Gul with the umlaut over the U. Studio Agacan, bad pronunciation day, chat, is made her, she's got some full-length barrels from them. They're also a Turkish maker. So she's starting to do some full-length acrylic barrels as well, if you don't like the shorter ones. So yeah, so I think this is the only pen that I bought, but I'm likely to regret saying that here in a minute. So there we go. So she is doing longer pens aside from just the Kaweco. So I will use this pen. Like, I don't buy pens to not use. So I probably won't throw it in my pocket like I will a lot of. But yeah. Namiki Winter Vlad, 37 months in a row of subbing. Thank you so much. Why didn't your alert go off? Thank you so much. They were like diving across from here. Yovo Stick or Bach brand I hadn't heard before. Yeah, both, I think. And then they do, so they were with Galen for the first 2 days, and then they moved across the room the last day on Friday, because there was a leak in the back of the room, because we had horrible weather the whole time. I have one of their ebonite pens, and it is freaking amazing. And they do like their own nib grinds on it. So I got it with a nib grind, so that was cool. But that was at DC last year, and I still haven't reviewed it, and I love that pen. Digital Medievalist, 20 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. All right. Wow, we have a lot to do here, chat. We're going to do some giveaways. Let me at least get through this bag here, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for giveaways. There was a leak above Brooks and Trufe on Wednesday. It really threw me off. Yeah. Found it really rude when the sun came out on Saturday, right? God, it was nasty. I'm glad we weren't delayed at all on Friday, which I was very concerned about. But the winds were like 40. Okay, so I did buy this. I bought an ink muddler from Kakamori. Leak above Traveler's Tree, you had to shovel. Yeah, so it's like an old warehouse. And with the amount of rain and the wind, I think it was pushing things into areas like that were getting into the building for sure. So I bought a muddler. Yeah, Galen was where Studio Agacan was, and then they moved. And JJ Lax had the worst one. And he moved. So this is from Kakamori. This is basically kind of what I wanted for for ink testing. So it's basically a cocaine spoon, right? And you can put it in your ink bottle, and you get a little more in the spoon. You put it down, and then you use the back of it to rub it in. So it's basically just like you dip in and then spread it around. So basically, it's a glass Q-tip. What's up, Bump? It's basically a glass Q-tip, right? Cocaine mixer. Yeah, cocktail mixer. Like, I have the cocktail mixer here. So Olive Octopus sent me this. So this I would use, just dip in and then just put it on the page and muddle it like that. But this one has a little scoop here, right? So I've been wanting one of those. So that was the last one that they had. I was like, oh, I will have that then, please. I think these were like $40. We don't need bumps of ink. Which, compared to some Kakamori stuff, I was surprised at the price. Some other stuff's expensive. So that was a real highlight, getting to talk to them and spend some time with Kakamori. They did give me one of their new nibs, though, which I'll show y'all when I find it. It's the same metal nib, but that new, what is it, like the aged bronze or whatever they're calling the new one, the dark one. I got that. I swear I don't know what's in half this stuff. We're going to be here a while chatting. I don't really have that long, but we'll figure it out. Oh, this was free. This is free where I bought too much from somebody. Linen Toolbar. This is Linen Toolbar stickers. This was free. I bought 2 or 3 bottles of inks, and they gave me these stickers. Linen Toolbar was there. That was pretty cool. All right, and then I bought these pouches. So this was a New York shop that imports these from Japan, but I don't see their name here. It started with an O. So, oh, here we go. Umbrato. So they're from Japan. I don't know if it's a patina nib, but that's why I didn't get the brass nib. So they're actually based in New York, and they had these pouches. They had 3 sizes, so I bought 3 sizes. Rip. That's kind of how it went for me. So we have a little brown pouch, a little yellow pouch, medium. Maybe no brick and mortar. She mentioned she was in New York, but I could be very wrong. I could be very wrong. Yeah, maybe just no brick and mortar. Yellow pouch, and they have like a flat bottom, right? So you can actually, if you have enough stuff, you can stand them up pretty well. Not the brown one. And then the orange pouch, the biggest one. So same type of deal. So there you go. Cotton canvas looks and feels the best after years of heavy use. Love it. That's my jam. So our cotton canvas is a thick fabric of the same kind that was used for the sails of cargo ships during the Edo period. Crazy. I figured there was something coming, Momo, as soon as I said that. All right. So, yeah. Of course, I bought one of each size. And they had a bunch of colors. They probably had 12 colors or something. They supplied a saffron in New York and Museum Reitberg in Switzerland. Wow. Oh, this is an empty bag. I had to buy Brooks some basic blue ink. I went and got him some Kobe Nagasawa ink. They gave me postcards. I was like, yes. They said, would you like postcards? And I said, yes. So we'll add these to the postcard stash. Although they take up a lot of space in the back, just FYI for the record. And then I got Kari Bullet Journals Yoseka postcard. or the little art that she did, painting of the Yoseka front shop, which is awesome. Got to meet her at the store she was working at, Tasha. Tasha had some cool stuff. They always do. So I got this little card, which is really neat. Just ordered some stuff from Nagasawa. Whoops is right. I bought some of this. So let's see if I can get into this pretty easily. So there's a shop there called Lucky Risograph that does Riso prints. I'm gonna keep this one closed for just a minute, and because I think I have some other full size ones. So what I did, this is basically like a 20 pack or so. How many's in here? Maybe 12 pack of like risograph cards. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mail them to. I'm gonna use these as like things when I mail y'all stuff. I'm just gonna put these little prints in there. So that's why I bought this. I didn't buy this to keep or collect or anything like that. But like when I send y'all stuff, I'm gonna send out like these little cards. That's at least my idea going into it. Use those postcards for the line art. Yeah, they go in the stash. All right, what is this? Oh, Lily. Oh, you gave me more the Energel refills, the what's it called? InTouch? InFree refills. Nice. All right. I get the New York hot dog from Who Is Ming. The Jetstream Light Touch. And are there blue ones? Are they the blue ones? I need these. I need these for other pens. No, just black. Because I don't think blue exists. But this is great. Oh, they're in paper. Oh, sick. Look at the paper in these. That's kind of cool. Dang. Ooh, and 0.5. All right, I'm already trying to figure out where I'm going to put these. Yeah, these are great. Yeah, blue, red, and green are in the multi-pen, but in the single, I haven't seen anything but black yet. These are so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I got to figure out where they go. So I bought a bunch of, I bought a lot of ephemera. Who Is Ming was there doing basically postcard caricatures from the time they opened Friday till the end of the show on Wednesday to the end of the show on Friday. It was unbelievable. He would literally, you queued up, either him or someone working there would you would pose for a selfie or like a picture, like just take a picture like this, and then he'd say thank you. Then he'd look down at the picture, draw your postcard, and go here. It's crazy. Yeah, so his artwork and stuff was really cool. This might be my favorite washi. It's like packing tape. This was from Hachimon Manija. I didn't have time to wait in the line. I didn't have time to wait in any lines. So I got cute things from Japan before open. Helen may have snuck in that line. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is, I don't know why. It's like packing tape. Paper Tiger. Can you believe they don't have a name for their mascot? So I interviewed Paper Tiger. Papier Tigre. The tiger doesn't have a name. Yeah, but I would like if I go next time and Who Is Ming is there, that would be the first thing I would do. It's just cool. It's like $15. It was like $15. It's on like a postcard size piece of paper like this. And they're really cool. I know, I told him he said he's going to do a naming contest. So, that's just an eraser he gave me. I feel like I walked around in circles endlessly and still missed so much. That's exactly how I feel, Lilium. 100%. Execlair was there. I didn't know this. Y'all may have known this already. They've been out and about for a while. But they have the full-length standard international cartridges in their fancy inks. So I got these to try. So they have the full-length ones now. So that's cool. Oot and a boot. Yeah, I still didn't get to a bunch of creators. So apparently I have a theme. I didn't realize this. Are we turning over a leaf here, chat? Do you see this? This is accidental. Do you see this? What is happening to me? Yeah, someone's ready for autumn. Completely random. Wow, that's funny. The massive stack of washi. We're going to count at the end, see how many I ended up with. That's a very Abby C color palette. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it was. All right, so let's scooch this. Ghoul Rose Studio from Rose Studio 2019. Gull. I need to find out how to pronounce that. Gifted me one of her painted converters. So even though it doesn't fit my Kaweco, they gave me one of these. That's cool. Really pretty. Yeah, it's really good. So I should put that with that. The detail is incredible. I'd probably get a headache. Oh, Paper Tiger uses a lot of big blocky patterns. So, see, look at this one. Dutch Bill. Like this is like a perfect washi tape for me. Like I will keep this one for sure for me, for my stash. Like a lot of these I'm going to give away. But like this is like perfect for me. That's one out of this stash so far. That's probably the one I would open first. All right, what do we got here? We have bags and bags, chat. I promise we're going to do some giveaways. I know I'm taking some time here, but I kind of want to get through a few things. So I bought more of those cloths from Top Drawer. Apparently Top Drawer is an Atoya brand, which I did not know this. I was not familiar with them before. So I think they have stores around the world. Great haul so far. You don't know the half of it. I kind of feel like I should go through everything before doing giveaways, but we might just have to do something with this because I think some of it's going to have to move because I'm going to be out of space. I don't even know if we're going to get done today. I got some patches. So like I might make I might do like a case. Like I could do like a case from the show, right? And add stuff to it, like something I got from the show with like a iron-on patch and like a button, something like that. Like I could do like a show, like memorabilia type of thing. Issue 1 of Pouch. If someone had a zine, I bought it, which I only bought 2 zines. But I love zines and people making things. So I got to subscribe to this one. This is issue 1. Then I went ahead and prepaid for issue 2 and 3, which come next year. Or one comes this year, one next year. Or I think they're both next year. So I have not even looked at this yet. So this looks amazing. So like I'm totally down with that. Yeah, so I got their card. They gave me some free stickers. Or this came with the issue. I'm gonna put it with that. My Kakamori card. My cloths from Top Drawer. I like these because they had the patterns on them. So those are cool. I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm going to use these for, but I bought them. whatever this is. I guess because gift with purchase. Let's see what it is. What's up, Three Sphinxes? Is there a Pen Addict zine? Refill's original idea was to be a zine. Ooh, look at that. Dang. It's a free handkerchief if I go to one of their stores. And I got 2 of them. Sweet. We'll take that. Sometimes print out and refill and read like a zine. Yeah. I'll have to show y'all. A lot of y'all have seen it if you've been around a while, but I have an original sketch of what I wanted refill to be. All right, we're about out of room here. Put that there. Radio Ramen. Her artwork was so cool. It's like very neon-y and bright. I loved it. I wonder if I brought anything from her. I can't remember if I bought anything from her. Execlair card. Who's that from? Is that Kettle? Oh, no, it's my Kettle card. They had tea. They were the in-house. They were making tea and selling tea at the event. I got one the first day because my throat was done from all the talking. Who is this from? It's a keychain. Joko the Curious Cat. I bring you luck in playing games. That's a cool guy. He's got a joystick and a switch and dice. Oh, man, that guy's cool. Oh. Lucky Cats. I don't even know where I got this from. That's cool. Apparently I have 2 keychains now. This was the brass nib Kakamori gave me. So this is stainless steel. It's just dark. So that's good. It's stainless steel but dark. That cat is me. That's pretty funny. So this is the new one that they just came out with. This is the one I have. So this is the original stainless steel. Yeah, and then this is their goth phase. So we'll test this one out. We will figure that. Slits look wider? Maybe. I'll have to look. I wouldn't mind that. And then the Sailor keychain. Wow, I have three keychains now. This was this is what the attendees of Stationery Fest got. It's really cute. All right. I got 2 of Abby's rickshaw collaborations. These sold out the first day. So I got the Sinclair and then the 3-pen pouch doing all right. I think this one sold out first, but maybe they didn't have as many of them. And then this one sold out. I mean, orange, hello. I guess, yeah, I am very Abby color range with all these things I got. You can get them on 9 now, yes. The orange egg is designed by Job's Journal. Yes, so this is Abby and Job collaboration for these rickshaw cases. And there's other patterns. They have the larger pouches as well that you can get, which I like the larger pouches. Yeah, her color palette must have been my inspiration this weekend with all this. Like I'm very much on theme here. Always carry empty Ziplocs in your bags in case ink. Oh look, 2 of these. Whoops, I must have stole one. Oh, that was my binder clip I brought for me in case This is my 6-pound binder clip that I bought in case I wanted it to hold my notebook open while I was interviewing people. Holy mackerel. Okay. I think, did Judy give me these? Someone gave me these. I forget who had them. Those will go in the sticker stash. Card. Who is Ming sticker. Cute thing sticker. Look at that. This is from Ming. I love, that's my favorite button. Coaster, a couple of coasters because I bought the tote bag. Plan to order the Diamond Purple Edition Astral Ink. I'm trying to decide which website to order from. Does anyone have any strong opinions? I don't think so. Got some of Ame's stickers. I love this little vending machine one. I'll have to get some more of that. All right, we've already made a mess here. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Oh yeah, my spoke pen that I brought to write with, which I didn't. Oh, I got this. You got the same Ame stickers. Those are my favorite. That was hard to pick. So these are like the Pentel Sharp general idea. I forget who makes these, but Papier Tigre has like their own little logo one on there. I don't know. I just thought they were cool. You know, I like mechanical pencils, so that's pretty neat. Pilot gave me their carbon fiber-esque G2 barrel right out of Casey's backpack. We were talking about something. He's like, oh, here, do you want this one? I was like, sure. Did you try the washi paper at the Cute Things table? Oh, did I? Oh, did I ever. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, well, here. This will prove it to you. Well, not that I tried it, but I did stop by there. Okay, I think we're about done with this bag. And this is the small bag, y'all. This is a problem. More of these. I gave up on trying to organize a minute ago. Still finding more things. Ah, that's cool. I like that one. Okay. Is that officially it? Last thing. And this is empty. Galen gave me one of their Kavekos. Hang on. Galen gave me one of their Kavekos to test out with the Fude nib. So Eunice's fiance is doing their nibs now. So they gave me the Fude one. So this will be fun to play with. This will be fun to play with. Yeah, I had a long talk with them. Yeah. It's nice but dry. Interesting. Because I tend to like dry, but it might be too dry. We'll see. Okay. Nice, I got that one with the Dentist Architect nib. You just wait, Toga. You just wait. Okay. So, let me move the bags. Let me put together a giveaway from this batch. And then we'll move on to the next one. So, let me observe here what we got. Do some washi. Okay. Let's do... Oh. This one kind of matches. Trying to see. I'm keeping the dogs. Trying to find some matchy stuff. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's give this away. Okay, so we're going to give away the 3-pin sleeve. This is Abby and Job's Designs collaboration with Rickshaw 3-pin sleeve. A New York Who Is Ming pin from the event. We'll do a Coffee Monsters. Oh, this is a good one. They're writing, so it's got fountain pens and ink and journaling and writing. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that one. And then we'll do one of the Sailor deals. So let's give this kit away, and then I'm going to clean up, and then we'll get ready for some more. All right. Uh-oh. This means I have to get to my keyboard. It's always a challenge. Does that sailor write? No, but the new one they made actually uncaps, I think I heard them say. We'll call this SF1 because there'll be another one. All right, this giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win, and you must email me your shipping address. And while y'all are doing this, I'm going to relocate some of these things. So here's my business card stash so far, chat. So I'm going to put these in my notebook. Oh boy, I think we're just going to have to go back into the bag for now. I don't really have time to fully organize this, but I might want to give some more of it away. Let's do this. I'm just going to set everything on my review bin over here for later, so I can actually see it. Because we still have this bag to go, chat. Oh, I forgot to count the washi. Let's count these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one am I giving away? The writing one? That one. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 washi so far. What are these? Should I open one of these? Torntashi, 11 months of 7. Let's go. How did you get home with all that? I packed half a suitcase on the way. Or like 2/3 of a suitcase. Seriously, like I did a check on. I was just going to do a rollerboard. I was like, well, let me just not deal with it. All right, let's see what this is. Very restrained with washi. We have a whole nother bag to go. All right, what are these? I guess it's a sticker of whatever these kind of animals and stuff are. They're very cute. How about I just give this, I'll let y'all open it. The screeners must have fun trying to figure out what they're seeing on X-ray. Oh my gosh, I think about that sometimes. All right, is that giveaway done? I think so. All right, let's pick a winner. Duck of Prey. Duck of Prey, you are the winner. Congratulations. Congratulations. You know, I didn't see anyone with questionable sushi at the event. I should have seen. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're very welcome, Duck of Prey. Email me, hello@pinac.com. Tell me you won. Tell me you won the Abbey, ABBEY, or it doesn't matter. Tell me you won the Abbey rickshaw, because I got to keep all this stuff together. If you don't mind, put that in your email. Say you won the Abbey rickshaw set or something. I should actually go. Where's that Ziploc? That's what I should put this in. Or something in reference to this sleeve. And I really do think I'm going to put this in the Ziploc until I can pack it. Put this in here. All right. We're going to get right into bag number 2. I'm just thinking to myself, do I have a hard stop at 1 o'clock? And I might. So let's get cranking. The last thing I picked up, well, the last thing that was shoved into my hands before I left on Friday as I was telling everyone goodbye, Taizo from Yamamoto Paper was there. I'm a longtime fan of Yamamoto Paper and everything that they make. He is now making some of the paper collections in A5 pads. They've normally been A4 sized. And he always changes. I think he always changes what's inside because not everything lasts forever, right? Like some of the paper brands go away. And we're left without Cosmo Airlight and original Tomoe River. So he's doing these now in A5 sizes. So like this one has Kikuyo thin paper, Sanzen, Tomoe River, Champion copy, typewriter paper, smooth onion skin. So they'll just do what, probably like 15 sheets of each or so, something like that. Maybe 10 sheets of each. And then this one has, so he names it by volume. So this A5 volume 1, A5 volume 2. Light Force 68G, Slight White, which is thicker, 81. Solised. I think I've tried Solised before, and I think I like that one. Sheep Clouds Bond. I have not tried that. And then Smooth Art Paper, which is a thicker sketch paper. So he'll have these at San Francisco Pen Show. He sells these online and through their own Etsy shop. And then sometimes like Van Ness gets them, but I think it's not that frequently. Jet Pens maybe gets them sometimes. So I was walking out and he was like, here, try this. I'm like, okay. Yes, please. More pouches. Paper Tiger gave me these to try out. Wow, there's 4 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we'll have to figure out how to use this. This would be good to accessorize just this trip between like washi tape, stickers, different ephemera, different things. So Sheep and Light Force. Okay, I'll have to try those. Yes, so least I'm pretty sure I was very happy with from like the last paper test tasting. I remember like calling that one out, but I haven't tried the other 2. So yeah, like this is a good giveaway item or a good like way to sort some of all this stuff that I have right here. Oh, it's got that's the inside. Brian Knight, 18 months of subbing, Azure Limits, 20 months of subbing. Thank you all so much. Glad you're here. We're going through some of our Stationery Fest haul, which has been fun to actually remember what I came home with because I've kind of forgotten a lot of it. Literally the first time I've looked at most of this stuff. All right, so here I guess I did put all my inks together in a larger Ziploc. That was one smart thing I did. Shout out me. But it looks like we had no inks, no messes. No muss, no fuss. Bye, Apple Tater. 9 months of subbing. Let's go. Let me get all these out. Show what we got here. Show them what you got. Show them what you got. All right, first up, we got the Coffee Monster Robert Oster collaboration. I like a good coffee brown ink. I cannot wait to try this. Given my search for the perfect brown, I saw samples of this. It looked pretty good. So we will try this probably pretty soon. I should put this in my coffee pen, but I already have a coffee ink in there. So we'll see what this looks like on the page. Maybe later this week we'll get our ink spoon and test out these inks. We're not testing out inks today. So, Major Myth, 26 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you, Major Myth. Hope you're doing well. We're trying to figure out what stationery I'm buried in here. So, need a stream redemption to swatch an ink. We'll do it. We'll do it soon. So, that's that one. Then we got, okay, I got 2 of the Hachimanjia inks. So, Ginzan Snow Gray and Saranomuko Starlight. Really neat. Whoa, Major Myth, 25 gifted subs. Let's go. What are you doing? 25 gifted subs. Major Myth, thank you so much. What is going on? Wow. Are these Sailor collab inks? All the packaging looks Sailor-esque. Major Myth, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate you. If you got a gifted sub from Major Myth, give him a shout out. Hit the little thank you button. It puts it in there for you. Just hit it. Say, there's 10 more. I thought you broke the alerts there for a second. You broke me. Thank you, Major Myth, for all the gifted subs. Tell them thank you. Check out your new emotes. We might have to get some new washi tape emotes or some other stuff. Thank you, Major Myth. I really appreciate that. So this Ginzan Snow Gray. Blue-gray, you know. Okay, rounded numbers. I see you. I see you working. I see you working. Thank you, Major Myth. No problem detected. No problem detected, Major Myth. Just had to math it correctly. You're out of hand. I appreciate that. Oh, man. So, yeah, you can imagine, like, this is kind of in that blue-gray range that I like. I'll keep all these inks together. We'll test them out. So, one of the things we do here, chat, on gifted subs, we let the alerts play. You're going to be hear a lot of blinging here and see Shaky Brad, but we'll kind of keep over here on the camera. Oh, a Talonay. I like that emote. Whose emote is that? Can I reach my mouse? I think I can reach it. Artinji. I like that. Art and Jest. That's a cool one. I like that one. You should get a Washi emote that looks like they play on the tape. Oh, yeah, we still need tape emotes. So, yeah, these look like little sailor bottles, but who knows? Who knows? The swatches looked really good. Again, we just don't have time to do that today because we have so much more to go through. The numbers got so big that it broke the overlay on my PC. Nice. Nice. This was a multi-shader. So in that blue, pink, purple shade. I've never really played with one of these before. We've gotten them into review. I've sent them to other people. I've never really inked one up. But this is that chroma shading situation. Yeah, it's quite pale. I think the only reason I bought it because I thought I could maybe get something out of it. Like, it looked a little bit darker than... All right, see you, stationary teacher. So I thought maybe I could get some legibility out of it. That's another reason why a lot of these are challenging, is because they do get a little bit light, and especially if you like finer nibs like I do, they're harder to read. This one actually looked darker than what like the packaging looks like. So I'm anxious to test that one out. That was a pretty easy buy for me. And then Linen Toolbar was there. I should have gone to them early because there were several inks that I would have bought if they had them in stock. But I would say, do you have this one? They had a really great chart with all the swatches in it. It's like, do you have this one? He'd go, look at the table. Nope, sold out. And I did that like 3 or 4 times. Hey, thank you all for saying thanks to Major Myth. That's a huge support here of the channel, and really cool that y'all all got gifted subs. Really, really awesome. So, like, I was trying to get one of their permanent pigmented inks. They were sold out of the colors that I wanted on that. And there were a couple other ones. So we have Purple Rice, which is kind of like that magenta-y purple, that shade that I like. Turn Love into Ink. I like that. And then this one, I haven't seen them do this packaging before, but this is Bitter Orange Tea from their Taiwan Tea series inks. It looks like let me open this one real quick. So little different bottles. Y'all have seen these bottles before. Bitter orange tea. So it's like in that bronze color that I like. Oh, will SF be a lighter show purchase? Probably, but I mean, singularly, like if I'm shopping for an Aboya pen, I'll spend as much on that maybe as I did on this show, but I'm not going to buy too much in San Fran, hopefully. I mean, last words, right? It just depends on what I see at Aboya. That's all I'm looking for, really, is what I see at Aboya. Then something else would have to really, really surprise me. But yeah, like I have enough ink and paper to last forever. And a lot of this will get reviewed by the review crew. So, and a lot of this will be given away. So, who is the glass pen maker that was at Stationery Fest? Because those were amazing. If y'all can find it before I do, it starts with an H, and I just can't remember it. I got his card. Hanabi. Yeah, Hanabi. Hanabi glass. Holy crap. That's something I'll have to save up for next year. Because the ones I liked were like $200, $200 and something dollars. And they were beautiful. Those are the best looking glass pens I've ever seen in my life. Wait till I see on. Yeah. I will that's a justification thing right now to where I can't justify the price versus the amount of usage I get from it. So we'll see what y'all talk me into when I get there. Because if I'm not buying a lot of other stuff, I'd be willing to like spring for something like that, but it depends. All right, so we're going to say maybe on Thursday we can swatch these inks. But it was cool to see Linen Toolbar there. That was pretty fun. All right. More cards, more totes, more Pokemons from Judy. I told Judy I wanted a couple of things, and I picked them up, and she's like, okay. Okay, here's something. Here's a pen that I bought, but I don't get to keep it. I'm muling something. Y'all want to see something cool? I've seen if it had a sticker on it, I could tease you, but I can't. So this is crazy. So this is a Sapporo Mini. I just love the colors. I love the trim. This is from Hachimanjia again. It's their store exclusive. Just beautiful. So I bought this from, muling this to San Fran for someone. I was actually about to check out. I was actually about to leave, and I was just relaxing before I got in the car to go to the airport. And can't quite see the logo there. And I was like, oh, let me check my email. And then I had an email. The minis get me every time. I want a new mini 1 year. A mini is on my shopping list, but not at the top. It's like on my watch list, if you will. Because I basically want a mini with probably just like a stiff, extra fine nib that will become a just absolute beater pen that like stays in my pocket, gets banged around. What's up, Claire? Almost San Fran time. So I'm muling this to San Fran. But yeah, these are beautiful. They had this one and the full-size one. And the person who asked me to get this already had the full-size one. And it's like, you will make my day. This will make my collection complete. I was like, okay. And it was perfect timing. You're almost done with ink testing stations? I'm glad I didn't do that again this year. I mean, it was a blast, but it was like totally like off my radar. Okie dokie, I got that back in there. So yes, that is a pen I bought technically, but don't get to keep. So that needs to go in a different stash here. All right, what's this? Oh, Galen gave me some a few cases to test as well. So this is one of their smooth. It's like this new smooth leather, but they're doing it in this different style of pouch that can flip open from both sides, basically. So this is a cool idea. I kind of like this idea of having access like this, and you could have like, where's it? I put away the Kavekos. How big are these? So it takes full-size pins. But I thought maybe if like a little Kaweco pouch would be cool. I don't know. It's like, do you need both sides to open? No. But I don't know. It's kind of cool at the same time. So let's work it like that. So pretty neat. Can you fit a pin in both ends? Probably not. Probably not even a Kaweco. To like have 6 pins, I don't think you could. I don't think that would work. You have a prototype pin case? Nice. Bring it. Bring it. Okay. Oh, and this was my dentist nib, which I just came back from the dentist, so yeah, my dentist architect. So I will try this on something here soon. Maybe I'll ink up a pen with one of these inks and use this nib. So it's like a little bit of a softer, less edgy architect is the concept. So we'll try that. All right. So I got Abby's zine. Yeah, it's a Yovo number 6. So it's for some larger pens. They do some larger pens too. So Abby's zine. So I like zines. So again, we're going to play around with this a little bit. I have not looked at that yet. So that'll go in the zine stash. This bag actually might go shorter because I think it's all paper from here on out. We'll see. You book time with all the nib for SF, any grind wrecks, anything you're looking for. Like, I don't know. Like, Damien can do anything. Okay, so who was it? Lilium or Stationery Teacher was asking me if I got to try the paper at that was with Cute Things from Japan. So this Noya Gray paper, I haven't tried that. Supposedly fountain pen friendly, but it's a gray tone, which you can, if I put this up, knowing the color correction on my camera, you'd think this is white, but it's actually gray. You can see like here. You can maybe see some of the gray in it. And then this is washi paper. This one was crazy expensive. This was like $40 for this pad. This is probably like the most expensive, like, not individual thing that I bought, but like the most like outrageously priced thing, but I kind of felt like I wanted it because they had some samples there, and the way the ink looked on the page, it looked like it was printed. Like the way the ink dried on the page, it looked like it was like computer generated, and it wasn't. I think it was someone's handwriting. So it's called washi paper. It looks like it would just like completely absorb the ink. Like it looks like a recycled paper, but it's not. Like it was kind of hard to explain even. Oh, that's cool binding. So this is like hand bound sheets. I was just impressed with it and the performance with it. So yeah, Sutanai letter pad. So we'll see. Is this the washi paper that Inky Rocks did a video on? It's the same vendor. I guess it's the exact same tape, but it should be. I know it's the same vendor. They actually had the video. I think someone was playing the video there. With the lines like that, what do you think we use it for? Writing. So like even on their sample page, they were doing like 3 or 4 lines in between the big lines. So I wasn't too worried about that. I'll use it for reviews and things. But I'm curious. Very, very curious. So, and then this was like more reasonable. This was like 12 or 15 bucks. Yeah, 12 bucks. But like this pad was, wow. I mean, I've paid a lot for paper before, but usually it was with like other like expensive binding and stuff. So we'll see. All right. Let's see here. Oh, there's Hanabi Glass Studio card. Oh, some more pouches. Because, I mean, hello. Apple pouch. Pineapple pen. Why isn't there a pineapple pen pouch? These are cool. Just like a pencil pouch. TPL Stationery. What did I get from them? Y'all get mad if I rip the stickers. Oh yeah, these are cool. Just more stickers and stuff. I don't know. It's like aquariums and I don't know, they were just fun. Like look, the alien says good day. Like how do you not buy something that says good day from an alien? Right? I mean, it seems obvious. So, was everything wrapped? No, but a lot of it was. I like these little stamps. I just like the artwork on these. These are fun. Just like pretend stamps. Oh, there's another one. There's a whale. Aren't those cool? What is this? Oh, so here's a this company makes business card size notebooks. So this is 3 notebooks. So it's like the business card, size of a business card. Heck, even smaller than a business card. I just thought it'd be fun to try. Something to play around with. We'll see. Dogs. We of course had to buy dogs. Look, I mean, it has weird dog on it. Like, how do we not buy weird dog? Perfect dog, sleepy dog. That's Toby. Toby's sleepy dog. These are cool. And then their information. So, how was that? Tag yourself, your sleepy dog, whom I am, oh, Toby might be cute dog. We're probably most of us are weird dog. Let's just be honest. I mean, I don't know. Happy dog looks like fun though, right? Okay, let's see. All right. This was something unique. This is something I didn't need. I mean, we can rewind this whole episode. I didn't need any of this, let's be clear. But when I say specifically I didn't need these notebooks. Except they look like this. And they're cool. And they're, again, Hachimanjia. Custom, only available in their store. This is how I get in trouble. Right? Like, I can buy all the washies and stickers, and at some point I will stop buying the washi and stickers because I'm not going to use them that much. I will never not buy this. Right? I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't need this whatsoever. I mean, just like, look at these. They're just cool. So, yeah. This is basically their store. Do they all have the same paper? The paper in the green one looks different. They might each have different paper. Does it say? Doesn't really say. So I'll have to go look at this. They're grid, I believe. They could be lined. I don't know. I'll open one up here. So this green is a very vintagey one. I think all the life stuff is gridded. So yeah, it's like I walked past these like 5 times. I was like, oh, I don't need these. It's like, well, then I made the mistake of asking them about them, and it's like, oh yeah, they just make them for our store. I'm like, well, then I'll have one of each then. Like, so that's just what's gonna happen. Some people, man. Some people being me. So I did get the tote from Eric Small Things. Oh, sorry. So this is where, if you saw in the beginning, some of the small things, New York coasters and stickers, those all came with the bag, and then a little bag tag that Eric customized all the bag tags. So that was cool. This was like $30 for this bag, the tag, and like a couple of stickers, sheets, a coaster. I was like, yeah, that's pretty rad. I'm in. It's like, yes, please. I'll have that. What is this? Oh, okay. These are the new Galen leather notebooks, journals. These are the ones that are leather bound with like the marbled paper. I don't know if y'all seen pictures of these. So the 1870 series. So they are Tomoe River inside. They have a marbled paper cover, but then leather strip binding, and then a leather patch on these. Yeah, we'll pull up an image. I'll open them soon. I'm just not ready to open them this second. One of them's the blue one of them's the red one. You'll see them if we can pull up the images here. The life notebooks were from Hachimonjiya, which I'm not saying right. HACHIMONJIYA. But if you scroll up, we have some links in there to them. Yeah, these look great. These look super good. I did linen toolbar. I tried to do more linen toolbar damage, but they were out by the time I went. I think my first 3 choices they were out of. So. Whoa. Oh, then that was my, I didn't even see this, the cover of this. That was my, more, Who is Ming stickers. So yeah. Oh. All right, so Who is Ming stickers. I love this art style. This art style is crazy. Thank you, Naper Villain. This is like my aesthetic. So I'm gonna have to find more out about Who is Ming. Yeah, so click that link. That's the covers of these notebooks. I don't think they're that crazy expensive either, right? 45, yeah. So I have this one. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing y'all. So that's one of them, and then the other one is a blue one with a dark leather binding. This one. So I got one of each of those. So. They're pretty cool. We're definitely going to review one of these. Let's see. How many pages? I don't know. It's a lot of pages. It's pretty thick. I don't see how many pages are in there. Oh, here we go. 200 sheets, 400 pages. Yeah. So, chunky notebooks. Yeah, they're very cool. They're even better looking in person. All right, so we got that. Well, here's... Yeah, where did all my risograph stuff go? I guess it went in here. So this was the festival like flyer, sponsors and maps and things like that. Oh, there's fun stuff you can have in here. I guess they had advertisers in here probably. Yeah. So. Oh, and was this the stamp rally thing too? So they did a stamp rally if you go around to get stamps from everyone. And you got a gift bag. So that was cool. I didn't do any of that. One of my Riso prints. I might use these as postcards. They're really cool. I don't know. I just like this style of artwork, right? Oh, and that's from Judy. Judy had postcards with the NYC artwork, so I got a couple of those from Judy. So these will go in the postcard stash. I'll send some of these out to y'all. So yeah, very cool. These notebooks were from Paper Tiger. So they make these in-house. So this is a house brand at Paper Tiger. They have a design team in-house at their Paris store and in-house manufacturing. So they do the design work and the manufacturing of their notebooks. The cool part, they have the mix and match sections. So they're mostly the same page, but then they'll drop in some little dots there we can draw, right? Just some random stuff. Since they're doing all this themselves, they can do it themselves. So it's mostly a dot grid notebook, but with like a couple of random surprises they just throw in there. It's pretty cool. So this one's the same thing, right? But you'll just catch a random grid page on the back of this, right? So yeah, pretty cool. I don't think they were that expensive either. I'll have to think about how much they were. I mean, they're small, like 90-page notebooks, but like A5, original art, original binding. Are they FP friendly? I kind of doubt it. I think they're recycled paper, so I don't know that they're going to be good for many fountain pens. But like, I'm okay with having some notebooks that aren't. But yeah, if you're only fountain pens, probably not these, but we'll test them. I'm certainly going to review it. From the feedback, it sounds like a great event. Do you get the impression they'll do it again? I get the impression they'll do it again. There's going to be some changes that need to be made. I think we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff. I'll go down like the pros and cons list tomorrow on the podcast because I still have to write it and collect my thoughts. I mean, there's definitely some problems they need to address. Way more good than bad. I think that's pretty clear. A very successful event, I would imagine, big picture wise, for Yoseka and the vendors. So yeah, I'll break down some more detailed thoughts. Really, the only cons are the crowds, right, and crowd management. Yeah, like maybe like Cool Pinguino's saying, like literally my first thought was like every other year, right? Every year comes around insanely fast when you do something of this size and scale. But there's no issues that are not correctable. How about that? I have no clue what this is from Abby. I don't know if I put something in there. There was 1 ounce for Chicago in March. Yeah. By a different shop. Interesting. I'll be interested to see. I think this was just when I purchased something. I wonder if I got some. This was a gift with purchase. Yeah, once everyone got inside, nobody had anything to say that wasn't positive. Yeah. I mean, there were some negatives inside. Oh, sick. With just the flow. Oh, these are stickers. Sheesh. Look at these. These are cool. I didn't think that's what that said at first, but you know, I'm 12 years old also. Yeah, I don't remember how I got these. They must have just gave them to me. Cool. Oh, I did do a Clay Davis there. Sorry. I do that from time to time. It's my favorite. We did it. We got through all of it. Chat. All right, so now I'm gonna do a giveaway from this stash. Let me think about what I need to do here, because I have to think about what I need to keep and review and crap like that. All right. What do we got here? All right, how about this? How about a cute things from Japan tote? And a paper tiger notebook. And a New York City postcard. Yeah. How about that? How about that, chat? I think that's a good one. That is good. Oh, and I'll do another. I'll grab another washi from over here too. Yeah, poor nose. Did everyone see Mike and Audrey's poor cat nose passed this week or a couple days ago? That stinks. All right, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, and I'll grab some washi. Thank you for the shout out. Yesterday morning, gotcha. I saw it yesterday afternoon, but I didn't know how much I'd missed over the past few days. Thank you. Okay, let's do giveaway number dos. Nope. All right. Ready? So, cute things tote, paper tiger notebook, in my C card. I'm gonna grab some washi, see what stickers I can find too. All right. This giveaway is open. ! Raffle. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. You must be present to win, and you must email me your shipping address. Them's the rules, chat. What will go good with this stuff? All right, we'll do that one. Where's that other thing? Whatever this sticker is. All right, we'll throw these in too. This is another Coffee Monsters washi. This one's like a study one. It's got like highlighters, notebooks, pens, books, coffee. So, paper clips, lamp. I love lamp. All right, we're gonna wrap it after this because I have not caught up on anything since getting back, since I was pretty much gone all weekend as soon as I got back. So tomorrow we'll podcast as normal. We'll do our recap of Stationery Fest. We'll stream afterwards. Then we'll do some ink swatching. I said I was going to do pen cleaning Thursday. I don't know that I'm going to do that. Might just do some ink swatching. Save the pen cleaning for the weekend. I'll be more organized on Thursday. And then next week, I mean, we're still way ahead, but next week I'll still be here Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't leave for San Francisco till Thursday. Weekend pen cleaning stream? No, because if I do it when I'm not streaming it, I'll do it at the kitchen sink. So Instagram live cleaning. You seem pretty organized to me. Well, I was pretty organized until I got home and unpacked all this stuff. So we're back to unorganized now. Should probably start planning next year's pen shows in September. That's honestly very, very accurate. Spent a chunk of Saturday afternoon cleaning pens outside. It was relaxing. That is pretty cool. I could be that. Naper Villain, did you receive my package? I got a tracking notice. I just wondered if you picked anything up. So, Dragon Drawer, I got your package. So, today's the first time I've been able to go, and they weren't open yet. So, I got one package from Dragon Drawer that was in my box, and then I have a note, Naper Villain, that I have to go back and pick up. So, I'm wondering if that's it. So I will go when I go pick up. Toby's right across the street from the post office. So when I go pick him up, I have to hand him the thing to pick up the package since that one was there. So hopefully that's it. It took like 3 weeks. Well, I haven't picked up in like a week, right? So maybe only 2. Yeah, I literally haven't been to my PO box in a week. Yeah, I think it was Monday a week ago, so over a week. All right, let's pick a winner. Whole letter E. Whole letter E. Are you a first time winner? That sounds like a first time winner name to me, chat. What do y'all think? E. E. You are. Nice. So you got the Eric Small Things / Cute Things from Japan tote bag, the notebook from Paper Tiger, I can't say Judy's business name. Cute Things, Coffee Monsters, Washi, and random sticker guy. Nice. Shocked. All right, whole letter E. What you have to do is email me with your shipping address and tell me you won the Cute Things tote. And that way, all this other stuff will be in it, and I'll know which one's yours, and it'll be easy for me to remember. Congratulations. Yay, first-time winner. Got it. Well, as y'all can imagine, we have plenty of goods for lots of other giveaways coming soon. Between all these pin shows and Stationery Fest and all that. Yeah, we'll have plenty more of this to go around. Hi, Brad. I'll run the Sailor Sapporo Mini. Please ship. Thanks. I would just ship it to myself. I'm totally getting another Sailor Sapporo Mini, but I almost want like a stock version. Like I don't want to pay like special edition prices and then destroy it. I almost want like a stock version. And I would even get a stock nib. Almost certainly extra fine. Which I don't even like Sailor's extra fine nibs that much, but for what I want to do with this pen, I think it would be the right call. All right, chat. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the follows, subs, for hanging out, for chatting. We can go raid Mike, right? Glad to be back. I don't feel back, right? I am not in the flow of streaming, working, all these things. Like I was hoping I would have a normal day so far, but I mean, since I've gotten back and I haven't, but I think by tomorrow we should have some normalcy. I hope so, just in how I'm like working through things. So let's go raid Mike. Even though I don't know, it's a kind of a sad stream. I hope it doesn't.
Illustration.
Oh, he's talking pens now. Okay, I don't want to make him cry anymore, but we can make him cry. All right. Oh, he's showing off Mike nibs. Hilarious. All right, let's go raid Mike. Tell him you miss Nose. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here for real. Like, it means a lot. It means a lot. So we'll talk more about this stuff tomorrow. And yeah, go see what Mike's up to. Oh, we have other cats on the stream. All right. All right, we are going to head over now, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks.